Driving fears. I'm Myles. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults, I teach teens. This is going to be a tutorial on the things you need to do to pass your test and to help you obtain your license. When you first get into the car, I need you to come in and lock the door. Then I need you to put on your seatbelt. When you hear the click, you're safe. It should go across your body. Next, I need you to frame the rear view window in your center mirror. You want to look straight ahead and look up. Now, your driver's side mirror, you want to see a little bit of the door handle in the bottom right corner of the mirror, and you want to extend it upward and out. On the right side, you want to bring the mirror up to eye level, and you want to frame and get the door handle in the bottom left corner. Now, when you're driving, you can see to the left, you can see to the right, and also you have to look over your shoulder to check your blind spots. When we are starting to pull off, we want to make sure the car started. We put our foot on the brake. This car has a key. Some cars do not. Some cars have a key fob, and this is really the alarm for the car. It has a lock, and I'm gonna lock it. I just locked it. I just unlocked it. I don't want to hit the alarm, but some cars have just a key fob and no key. So this car has an actual physical key that you would put into the ignition. You always want to have your foot on the brake and start the car. When you're in reverse, and I'll put it in R, there's park, reverse, where you back up. N is for neutral. The motor and transmission are disconnected. D is for drive. The car will always move forward forever. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to put the car in R. I'm going to roll straight back, and I'm going to turn the wheel to the right. When you turn the wheel to the right, the rear will go to the right. The front will swing out to the left. And then I'm going to turn out. This is a great area to teach beginners how to drive. You're in the school area. We want to go up to the stop sign. We want to stop, and then we're going to make a right turn. So what I need you to do is look, you're going to see a gray Ford Taurus coming in, and then we want to stop. We want to stop, and then we want to look left, right, and left. We want to go up. Look where you want the car to go. If you're teaching someone how to drive, tell them to look. I'm going to the right. You're going to see me looking to the right, and then I'm going to turn out. A school, a college campus, a shopping mall, these are great areas to park. Why? Because they're huge areas. You have well-defined parking. I'm going to park in this position, number 97. I'm going to come up and stop. Okay? School zones, parking lots, malls are great areas because they have a circular drive to come in. You have stop signs, you have yield signs. They're not heavily traveled, and this is where you really want to develop your comfort. Okay, so I'm going to put it in reverse, and you're going to see the car back up. And then, of course, I'm going to show you. And then I turn the wheel to the right. I'm looking to the right. Always look out. And then I'm going to turn out. I'm going to go down to the stop sign. If you have questions, put those in. Like in a video game, you want to look left and right. You want to come up and look. And then we want to squeeze our brakes and use the ball of our foot and stop. Now we're going to make a right turn. When you look left and right, go up past the stop sign, and then turn the wheel and turn out. We can do hand over hand, hand to hand. There's more than one way to turn the steering wheel. Typically in a school zone, 15 to 20 miles an hour. We want to drive over the pothole. I'm so sorry that you had to have that big bump, but our infrastructure is not the best. Okay, we're going to go down to the end of the driveway, and then we have to stop. and we're going to make a right turn. Sorry, we're going to make a left turn. If you make a mistake, always tell the person, and we want to stop. And then I'm going to show you what we're doing. We look left, there's a car coming. We look right, there's no car coming, but a car is broken down to the left. There are 3 cars turning, and I'm going to show you this so you see it. Okay. And if you see a car broken down like this, kind of be weary, but they have the emergency flashers on. We want to maintain good speed. We're in a residential area. We have the edge line to the right because we're in North America. Thank you for the thumbs up, appreciate you. And then we're going to get over and make a right turn. So we want to scan. Go into the turn under 20, squeeze your brakes, and smoothly accelerate out. That was a real nice turn. What I want you to do is get up to speed. Speed limit's 50, get up to about 45. I'm at about 40 right now. And then there is a railroad. On your road test, you have to look left, right, and left. So I'm looking left, right, and left. If you don't, you will be marked down. So I wanted to let you know. Try to tell people early what you're doing. We need to get over 1 lane to the left. And we're going to make a left turn at the intersection. Don't try to run lights. Don't race up to the lights. I have a green. I'm going to go in slow. And I'm going to take my time. This road is messed up. It feels like the car's about to fall apart, right? The roads are so bad here. I'm so sorry. All right, so we got to get up to about 50 miles an hour. Want to maintain good speed. And turn in the nearest lane. I'm making a left turn. The nearest lane is by the double yellow. Okay? So we're at about 50, and we're just scanning. There's a car in my blind spot to my right. And I have to look over my shoulder. They're actually hiding there. And then you'll see the car coming out of my blind spot to my right. If you don't look and you make a lane change, you're from Pennsylvania, it doesn't matter. You have to look over your shoulder. And also, this is an out-of-town driver. Out-of-town drivers could be lost. They could be tired. Give them room. We're maintaining about 50. We're looking ahead, taking our time. I'm looking ahead, aiming high. A lot of beginners have a problem drifting to the right or drifting to the left. The way you remedy that is look straight ahead. I'm going to show you. You're going to see me look down. I'm looking down the speedometer. The car's drifting. Look ahead, aim high, like you're walking in the hallway. Walk in the hallway at your home. Wherever you look, that's where the car will go. If you look to the left, the car will go to the left. If you look to the right, it will go to the right. I'm scanning the intersection. A lot of beginners actually slow down at intersections. You want to maintain your speed. You want to scan and look ahead. Intersections are the most dangerous place for all drivers, particularly beginning drivers. So we want to be careful. We don't want to build habits of running lights. We want to use the ball of our foot, and we should see the rear of the tires on the ground in front of us when this A4 Audi. I look left and right, and then I proceed. Looked like they missed a gear. Looked like they missed third gear. Car does not sound healthy. Okay, I need to make a left turn. I need to get into the middle turn lane. This car is tailgating me. People just tailgate so aggressively, and I'm gonna wait. Here's my gap, and I make my turn. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up, I appreciate it. So we are gonna be finding a parking spot, and we're gonna do some parking. So there's a double yellow line here. This means we cannot cross the line. There's a curve to the right and left anyway. Ooh, another big pothole. We're gonna turn on that blinker. We're gonna go up. There's a police situation up there. Always something going on. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna work on parking now. I'm gonna show you inside view and outside view. This is the outside view. This is stall parking. You wanna come up and stop. I'm in the lines, you should be able to tell. Now I'm gonna pull through. There are 3 police cars over there. I'm not gonna go over there. I know you want me to. Okay, now I'm gonna make a left turn out. And I'm gonna pull over here to the right. Use your blinker. I'm gonna pull over here to the right, the last spot. And I'm gonna go up, and then I turn out. There are 4 police cars. And then I'm gonna stop. Now I'm gonna reverse. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. I have to look out of my window. And whenever you're reversing, you gotta look out of your window, and you're gonna turn the wheel. I'm turning to the left. The rear of the car goes to the right. And then I'm gonna turn out. And then let's do some parking in this first spot. I'm gonna pull up, and you see me looking, and then I turn out. Look where you wanna go. You need to learn how to park, stall park, angle park, parallel park. Now I'm gonna reverse again. I'm gonna show you what to do. I put the car into reverse. I look, I turn the wheel to the right. The rear will go to the right, the front will swing out. I'm looking. And then I'm gonna stop. Then I put it in drive. And what I'm doing is looking left, middle, and right, being really careful. You have to have vision and turns. This is an uncontrolled intersection. I'm gonna go up. And I'm gonna go in. And then I'm gonna turn the wheel. And I'm gonna go up and stop. I'm in the lines. Take pride in your driving. Now, let's reverse. I'm going to show you how to reverse. You put it in R, you look. We're going to turn the wheel to the left. Always looking around, always checking, and then we're going to turn out. That's a pretty good tight maneuver, and that's what we want to focus on, is really tight maneuvers. The police are in the truck over there. I don't know what's going on. And I'm going to go across. Then I'm going to turn. Take pride in your steering and turning. It will pay off. You never know who's watching you. You're going to go down the stop sign and make a right turn. We're kind of in the shopping mall area, Bell Tire, Longhorns, Target, Buffalo Wild Wings. Then we're going to make a right turn. I'm going to go up. And then we're going to stop. And I'm waiting. I have to wait for this truck to leave. Then I'm going to move forward. And I have to check traffic. This is where a lot of beginners panic. I'm going to look to the left. It's just a lot of cars. So I just wait. I wait until it's clear. And then I'm looking. And then it's clear. And then I go right in the first lane. Keep your turn as short as possible. If If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. My goal is to get 10 thumbs up. We want to push this content out to people who want to learn how to drive. We have to make a right. We're going to get over to the right. See another police situation. I'm going to go up and stop. This says no turn on red. If you turn on red, you will fail your test. Why would you do that? So we're going to sit here and wait. And what I do, I check my rearview mirror. There's a silver GMC coming up. I'm looking to the left. There's a car pulling up on me on my left side. It's an old school Cadillac, OG. I'm just here chilling, relaxing. The person that's on the phone behind me in the car, the passenger. You need to know who's behind you, who's around you. Are they distracted? Are they arguing? Are they on the phone? Are they fighting? You just have to be prepared for these situations to know how to properly maneuver the situation, such as the 4 police cars over there at Home Depot, right? So we don't know what's going on, and we don't want to assume, because we assume that makes an ass out of you and me. So we don't assume, and we don't want to go over there. I wanted to, but we're not going to. Okay, we have a green arrow, and then we're going to go right in the first lane. This is a really shallow, tight turn, and we're by a lot of stores: Chick-fil-A, Olive Garden, Chase Bank, Texas Roadhouse. I know you're getting hungry, right? But you got to be really careful. And then I'm going to make a right turn, signal 100 feet, a half a block. These are really tight maneuvers. And if you really want to see someone drive, look at these maneuvers. And I have to signal my intention. This truck's blowing out, and I got to go in slow. I got to go around to the right. And I'm looking and checking traffic. It's a lot of cars here. They came out kind of wide. Parking lots are some of the most dangerous places. So I'm going to take my time. And then I'm going to pull in here. And you did not know that I do food deliveries for our seniors. You didn't know that, did you? So I help people. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the key out. I'm going to leave this on. I got to pick up the order for the senior citizens in the area. If you have questions, you put it in. Don't move. Okay, I gave the lady a $20 tip. She was like, oh my God. But then they have to share it with people. So when you give, you receive. And I truly believe life is a blessing. And when you help people learn how to drive, good things happen. They get a job, opportunities happen. So, and she was like, oh my God, thank you. I'm like, no, thank you. So, you know, whenever you go to Olive Garden, you know, they have, we got the little cake here. Woo, right? Got the little mints. So it's all good. So look, we're in a really tight space. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. We're in a really tight space. So I got to really look around. And the lady next to me pulled up in this Ford Explorer. She's kind of at an angle. So I'm looking left, looking right, and I'm going to back up really small. You see me looking. You got to know how to back up. And this tutorial is for you. If you want to know how to back up, you got to look. And then you got to turn hand over hand. Yes, in small spaces, the National Highway Safety Transportation says that hand over hand is the best maneuver for this. It depends on where you live, what governing body. Now I'm going to look. I'm going to go really slow. All right, I got to turn on my blinker. See this blue truck coming in. I'm looking left and right. And these little tight areas are really good, but I don't recommend them for beginners because there's a lot going on. You get very overwhelmed. I look left and right, and then I got to get to the middle lane. Okay, this lane is for left turns. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Thank you. I'm going to stop here. This is the stop line, but I can't see. I got to move forward. Are you driving yet? Do you have your license? Do you have your job? Where are you from? I got to go up now. Here is a very stressful situation. A major thoroughfare. I'm going to look. I'm going to check. Here I go. And I accelerate through. And I want to keep my turn short. There's a lot going on, so I'm kind of slowing us. Particularly this Chick-fil-A that got in here brings economic opportunity, but a lot of people cut across and it's really dangerous. So I want to see the rear of the tires on the ground. So I'm going to squeeze my brake right about here and stop. Okay? I'm going to keep space. Because if I get rear-ended, I'll be pushed into this Jeep. So I'm taking my time. Door's locked. I got to readjust my mirror a little bit. It's not really tight. Now, I have to tell you a story. I'm a driver's ed instructor. Last summer, it was really hot in the car, and I adjusted the mirror. The mirror broke off in my hand because you know it is glued to the windshield. I didn't break the mirror. It just broke off from the glue. The glue lost its bond. So, all right, heavy traffic. We have Panda Express. Okay, we have King of Burgers. White Castle Fart Burgers. Okay, T-Mobile. Tropical Smoothie. I'm telling you this because there's a lot going on and I'm trying not to get rear-ended or hit them. So you really got to kind of control your speed. Man, there's a lot going on. I'm going to try to slide over to the right. And I need to make a right turn at the light. I'm deliberately going through a lot of heavy traffic. Now I can get into the right. And this is another route I would take adults on and beginners. I can't turn on red. You have to stop. Period. This is really going to be a curvy road. It's going to be a roundabout. It's going to be exciting, but it will bring some anxiety and nervousness. So my light just turned green. I look left and right, and then I go into the nearest lane. And then I gradually accelerate through. We want to pass the Aldis. This lane does end, so I want to slide to the left. And here I am. This road goes through where some shopping centers are, Best Buy, Dick's Sporting Goods. People are shoplifting. I'm sorry, they're shopping. I'm joking. They're shopping. So we want to be careful because we already saw at Home Depot, there were 4 police cars there, so something was going on. Home Depot always has issues. Theft protection. So we're taking our time. We're driving through, and you got to have a good sense of humor. So this is pedestrian crossing. Want to be careful. And then will Best Buy really be here in 3 or 5 years? Probably not, because the store is always empty. So we're coming up to a roundabout here. Okay, that's an electric vehicle up there. It's not the Cybertruck, but it is an electric one. And then we want to go up and yield. So we yield. And I want to show you what you're supposed to do. You look, you check, and then you proceed through. And we're going into the left, so we turn on our left turn signal. Then we go around to the left, and then we go out very easily. Take your time. Don't cross the candy cane. Going real smooth. Hey, if this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. Now, I almost forgot. We partnered with Stand Store. Stand Store sells digital products made by content creators. I'm a driver's ed instructor. I have driving tutorials. I have study guides, test prep. When this is over, we stop at the stop line. When this is over, click the link in my bio. Look through some of those products. Download a couple things. $10, $20. And if you want a coaching call with me, sign up for a coaching call. I'm done at 12 o'clock tomorrow. So you could talk to me tomorrow for half an hour. We could talk about driving, getting yourself a car, what type of job should you get, become an educator. I'm sorry for the bumpy road, guys. Because I'm an educator, I educate people. And this is really important. So I like what Stand Store brings. We've sold about 4 digital PDFs. We've had several coaching calls, and it's taking off. So I have to be aware. Okay, I'm gonna come up and stop behind the stop line. And then I stop. And what am I doing? I'm sitting and I'm looking to the left. Our car's gonna run lights to my left. I'm looking to the right because cars run lights. A lot of beginners think this traffic light will visibly stop cars. Not true. Cars run lights. You as a beginner got to realize this, and you do not want to get hit. So we're waiting here. I'm checking traffic, checking the vehicle behind me. We have a senior citizen, no cap. There are a lot of older people, and there's no shame in getting old. So you really got to be aware. And then, of course, I have the Meta Ray-Bans on. What I can do is post videos, first-person videos, and this just really helped the driver's ed company, too. So, Meta, you're doing a good job. And I did sign up for an early tester, too. So the light's going to turn green in a moment, and I just have to check traffic and just be ready for any particular situation. The light just turned green. I look, I check, and then we'll go right in the nearest lane. And then they didn't stop. See what happens? So that's what people do. They don't care. But you can't let that change who you are. Okay, if this is bringing you value, there's another pedestrian. Oh boy. Jaywalking. And people don't care. So I don't want blood on my hands. I don't want to have to hit someone. And because I'm an instructor, I would actually be tested. I'm not under the influence. I'm not under any chemicals. But you guys keep yourself pure. And if you're out educating bus drivers, semi-truck drivers, the standards are different. So I don't want to have an at-fault accident. And thank God I've never been in one. So I'm lifting my foot, taking my time, squeezing the brake with the ball of my foot. And Stan recommends about 4 digital products. We have 3 to 4. I'm going to put some other custom PDFs together for driver's education. And I'm going to take a survey on my community page and you tell me what you want in the standstill, because it's for the community. It's not for me, it's for the community. And it costs $29 a month just to even host. So that's a lot of money. But we've made some sales, and that's paid for a few months. But we have to continue to grow. So we're at 50, maintaining good speed. Don't want to crowd this red car up here. You want to have good speed and good space. You need to learn to drive to open up job opportunities, to help your family, to have you be independent. And that's always important. Speed control's pretty good. We're at about 50. We're going to make a left turn at the light. So we want to turn on our blinker 100 feet or a half block. They did not turn theirs on at all, but I'm going to turn mine on. You should hear it. Then I'm going to merge in where I'm supposed to. And this car just turned right in front of people. I would have failed you for that. And I'm going to stop. And I'm going to wait for my turning arrow. I'm going to show you just as if you were in the car with me. Because beginners don't make quick, snappy turns. They make very slow, drifty turns. So we're going to pretend you're here with me. And we're going to wait for our green arrow. Move up forward a little bit. You got to be really patient. And a lot of you are not patient. And then it turns yellow, and then we're going to get a green arrow. There's our green arrow, and I turn in the nearest lane by the double yellow. That's what you need to do in order to pass. Now we're going to get over one lane to the right. And then we're going to make a right turn on the street. Squeeze our brake. Really slow. So I've taken you through a shopping area with people shoplifting. I'm sorry, shopping. I'm just playing. I've taken you through an area to do parking. I've taken you on a roundabout. I've actually parked. We saw the police. And I'm going to come up here and stop. And then I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do. You stop. You look left, right, left, and then turn easily. Don't hit that gas real hard. You'll lose control. Trust me. And we don't want to lose control of our car. And then we have to make a right turn. So now we're in the neighborhood. Now we got to use our blinker. Now we have to drive slower. And people get very sloppy and casual in their neighborhoods. And we want to go in slow. And I would use this neighborhood drive as a cool down. Really, you're kind of getting an inside perspective of a driving instructor, because I am. And I'm showing you and telling you typically some of the things that I would do to really help you, my clients. And then I'm going to make a right turn. I'm going to go up. And I'm going to squeeze my brakes. I'm going really slow. And then we work on right turns and left turns and lane changing. We're just taking our time, being smooth and deliberate. Who needs this? If you're an adult coming to the United States, if you want to learn how to drive, you need to be looking at all of my videos. I go live every day, tutorials and car prep, road test prep, classroom prep. Okay, we had a flood in the basement. We almost lost the computers, got a 5090 video card, but we came out okay. I cleaned up everything, took it apart, no water damage, but we need to get this computer up. We're gonna have to create a whole new studio, podcast and everything. So I'm gonna pause, and then I'm gonna stop. Thank you for looking at the videos. Look at them, leave comments. Bye.